That's so funny. I just realized that the music would have been echoing this whole time. Oh shit, let me turn that off. How we doing? How we doing, gang? Damn, I haven't set up a poll. I haven't done nothing, man. Hella sleepy right now. I'll be honest, I wasn't gonna live stream today, but I was like, no. I gotta lock in. Who is gonna build Ace otherwise? So shout out to Emilio. Like, I'm pretty much only live streaming because of this guy. He literally messaged me at 11:22 p.m. in the Discord, and he was like, "Is there a stream in a few hours?" Bro, I was asleep. How am I gonna reply at 11:22 p.m. saying, "Yeah, bro, there's gonna be a stream in a couple of hours"? I'm an early bird, bro. I sleep at like 9-10 p.m. Like, I sleep super early. I really love my sleep. So good to see there's people in the voice chat having a little fun. It's the first time I've seen that. Good to see Code Midnight in there too. But we got La Police. Freaking, that's Alex, right? Yeah, I'm assuming that's Alex. Hey Doobie, what up? Old Kick, how we doing? How we doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Where you ran off to? Where you disappear? Bimbe, how we doing? Appreciate you sending me feedback in the Ace feedback channel, bro. I'm gonna try and get this fixed for you up here. Doobie, I need you to say some words clearly into your microphone to improve Ace. All right, bet. Hit me. What am I saying? Dante, how we doing? And this is going to be like what was Finesse Media Pro. How we doing? I usually have a bit more of an intro than this. Oh yeah, I do have something for you guys. I don't know if you saw, but turns out that Kimmy got caught. Please don't. So whoever the hell this guy is, Mr. M. Cruss, whatever this guy is, South Carolina Under Secretary of War. We have information that Moonshot AI distilled Anthropic's fable for the development of its K3. I mean, we kind of assumed people were already doing that, but I guess it's like confirmed now. I definitely assumed that they were doing that. To do this, they developed a sophisticated internal platform to conduct large-scale distillation against US models, allowing them to quickly switch between multiple methods of access to avoid detection. Moonshot AI has also acquired GB300 equipped servers and has accessed GB300s in Thailand, likely to train its AI model. So I'm assuming GB300 is like, they're not allowed to have this. It's like it's newer. The NVIDIA GB300 is a data center scale AI superchip system that pairs NVIDIA Grace CPUs with Blackwell Ultra. When did these come out? When did they come out? Because I know they're not allowed NVIDIA chips. December 2025. Okay, so it's a newer model. How much do they cost? So you can buy a NVIDIA GB300 for $400,000 right now. Oh my God. I mean, that's Australian though. So 300,000 US. Isn't this an ad for K3? I mean, I guess kind of. They literally disproved it. Let me keep reading. And has access through B300s. The United States strongly supports the free and fair development of AI, including a thriving competitive ecosystem that spans frontier models, specialized systems, open source frameworks, and open weight models. Legitimate AI distillation used to create smaller, more efficient models play a vital role in this open innovation ecosystem. However, large-scale, covert, industrial distillation aimed at stealing proprietary US technology and undermining American research is unacceptable. Just know that the American research was literally like stolen books, YouTube videos, and IP infringement. Like, bruh, this guy's making it sound like American research was done candidly as well, morally. Have Kimmy K responded to that? Alex, where are you saying that they've Doesn't look like they have responded. But I kind of see it as, honestly, yes, Fable went public on July 1 and K3 launched on July 15. We trained a brand new Frontier model in just 15 days. Guinness World Record stuff. Okay, that's funny. Chinese got jokes, man. I love it. Congrats, Time Machine repo drop. When? To be honest, I would take this as a compliment. They are building the case of banning you in the US, but that shows what a great job you did. How would they know? Like, how would they actually know if Kimi distilled Fable's intellect? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. Like, how they would find that information out unless they had insider, which I don't doubt they did. Okay, Matt's kind of saying, didn't we know this? I also thought that. Didn't we know this? The data distilled from Ant was not enough to make the model as good as it is. Why can't Fable detect and prevent distillation attacks? This seems like a losing battle. Let's just go all in on building our own US AI. Yeah, I agree. I swear to God, if US bans China, then I'm going to feel so freaking good being in Australia. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to be chill. Australia's like chilling over here. I need you to say hearts say goodbye, hurt, lie, I'm, and never with a clear 1 second pause between them. Hearts say goodbye, hurt, lie, I'm, never. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Vince. I shouldn't have done that. You're gonna muddle those words up and make it sound like I said something. What are you gonna say? I'm never. I know what you're trying to do, Vince. I know what you're trying to do, bro. It's already stuck in my head, bro. You already won. Australia and the UK always copy. Dude. I mean, that's true, but I feel like the UK copies very closely. But Australia, we're like a bit lagging behind. We're like already cooking sausages on the barbie and stuff. So like we're already like distracted. Takes a bit longer. Anything else? We got a mouse pad as a touch pad. You drive with your tongue. Okay. Bro, this is too much internet right now. What's going on here? Guys, what are we doing, man? See, this is what makes me start thinking that we're at the AI bubble. Because then we just get weird shit like this. Over 100 people already use, some for up to 16 hours a day. Thank you for coming along on this amazing... Dude, that is weird. That is weird, but how much does it cost? They'll ban this too. They distilled this from freaking Kimi K3, bro. How much does it cost? Buy mouthpad. Guys, should I buy this? Should I do a review of this or not? Damn, you can get 2 for 1,900 or 1 for 1,400. See, that just makes me feel like it's like a TikTok shop thing. Like, available across the United States. Custom designed for each user. After purchase, we'll send instructions to share with your dentist or local scanning provider for a quick 3D scan. Interesting. Okay, so then that's going to cost even more money. So you're not actually paying $1,400 for one. You're paying like $2,500. Dude, this is kind of whack as shit. I'd love to do a video where I just like do wacky tech reviews. Oh, we got another one. I don't even have a MacBook Neo, but damn, I kind of want this. Finally, what is this? Is this Apple or is this a third party? I'm confused, bro. What the hell? It's like extra battery. Dude, how much could you even get with that? Oh yeah, you guys hear about the Hugging Face situation? Dude, this is crazy. This was crazy. So Codex, so GPT 5.6 literally came in and hold on, let me try and find it. This one, dude, read this. To summarize, Hugging Face got autonomously compromised by a model from an American company. GPT 5. People saying it's GPT 6. Hugging Face then tried to use an American frontier model to defend themselves, but were blocked by guardrails. So that's obviously going to be Fable 5, which was obviously blocked by guardrails. Hugging Face then had to turn to open source Chinese models to defend themselves from another American company. So they ended up using GLM 5.2 to defend themselves. How crazy is that? After Ace was a rebound project from App Factory, did you separately decide to use Electron after further research for more reach? An Electron was decided on because I found out that Conductor is an Electron as well as Cursor. I just found out that the IDE tools out there were Electrons. And I thought, I've used them. They're pretty smooth. I'll run Ace on the same architecture. That was kind of as far as my thinking went. I didn't spend heaps of time researching or anything. Anyway, if you guys want to buy one of these so you can start running Kimi K3 locally, maybe we can all pitch in together and we just have a model that we all share. Let me know. We probably need maybe 1,000 of us. Even 1,000 of us, and we're all paying $4,000 each. So maybe we need 100,000. 100,000 means we're paying $4 each. And then we could all share the Kimi K3 model that is being run locally inside of this device. So let me know if you guys are keen. I'll get something going. Maybe we start a little group chat with 100,000 of us in there. We got this guy to call 1-833-631-7912. I just leaked his phone number. Oh, and we get it pretty early too. We can get this shit by August 13th to August 19th. Dude, imagine getting this delivered to your house, bro. You come up and you have $400,000. You literally have something that's worth more than your house being delivered to your house. Think about that for a second. When I bet there's only a handful of people in the world that have experienced that before. You could literally be one of 5 people in the world that have ever experienced something so expensive being delivered to their house that it cost more than their freaking house. What do you do at that point? I feel it feels wrong. I feel I gotta go to some warehouse and get it delivered. I definitely couldn't get it delivered to my PO box. It can't run Kimi. It can only handle 1 trillion parameters. Really? So this isn't even enough. So this literally isn't even enough to run Kimi. You need 3 of these bad boys. So we need $1.5 million. Bro, that's crazy. How come you chose Electron since it's so easy to get the source code of Electron apps? Like I said, I chose Electron because a lot of my favorite apps like Conductor and Cursor use Electrons. So I was like, you know what? I'm trying to replace these apps with Ace. For those wondering, this is Ace. So in order for that to happen, I need to build in the same architecture. So I decided to build in an Electron, which is just a wrapped Chromium. I haven't heard too much about it being easy to steal the source code, but I guess if people do it, then I'm going to have to figure out how to block them from doing that. So that'll be fun. How does Ace use a model subscription OAuth or API credits billed separately? It uses the model subscription. So you'll see right here inside of the onboarding. So if I replay tool setup guide, right here you can see that it looks for the Codex CLI. So 9 times out of 10, if you've got Claude downloaded as an app or Codex downloaded as an app, it can already detect the CLI. However, if you did not have these CLIs, then what you could do is it would send you a little code that you can copy, and then all you got to do is open up the terminal and just paste in that code, and then it will literally download GB300, that's the code, and then it will literally download the CLI for you, and then you can just press the button again to recheck, and it'll move with you. So yeah. Says unavailable. Consumer Gemini CLI sign-in was retired. Use anti-gravity when authorized, or add a Gemini key or open router key. So this isn't very helpful. Because, what do you mean? So this isn't very helpful as we're switching over to anti-gravity. And if the user has anti-gravity, or if they don't have anti-gravity, which I don't, where is the assistance for me to get anti-gravity? Whether it's a CLI download or whatever, like the other unavailable options have. Famous last words, I'm trying to replace X. Yeah. I mean, look, man, we out here on a mission, bro. We out here on a mission. I just want to create a cool app that it can just be the only thing that you need. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to replace like conductor. I'm also kind of coming for linear a little bit. I want to start adding tools in here that make it easy for for you to add tasks. It's all going to come together. All right, let's go through some of these. Also, quick little sneak peek on my new video that's coming out. It looks really freaking... I'm just going to show you the first 10 seconds because it looks really freaking dope. The editor absolutely cooked on this. Like, this is probably the best intro I've ever seen in my life. Let me turn my mic off so you can listen to the...
Did you know that a good Hermes skill stays under 15 kilobytes? Otherwise it can bloat your agent memory and burn extra tokens. Did you know that a good Hermes skill stays under 15?
How good is that freaking intro? Like, bro, that's so creative. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the first 3 seconds. All right, so this is Ace. For those that don't know, let me open up Ace Dev because that's where we like to work inside of. Ace Production is basically just like the posh guy. Ace Dev is like the ghetto ass mofo. Wants access to Ace Dev safe storage. So this is Ace. Oh, reliably restore desktop windows after updates. Never leak the package server and into spawned previews. Restart. Just taking a second to load. We should probably fix this. Okay, you guys aren't seeing what's come on screen, but this has come on screen again. I probably need to figure out what this is. I'm assuming this is either the .env or it's the semantic memory we've just added. So let me ask Fable. So we probably want to work inside multi-agent, which is, I believe, repos. It's this one, I think. No, this one's too outdated. I think we're inside of workspaces, and then this one. Open. Inside a multi-agent for Ace, can you just figure out what this is? It started popping up since yesterday. Oh. Wait, where'd it go? Let me see if I can bring it up again. There it is. There you go. Sorry, this is what happens when I start live streaming super early. I'm just a bit all over the place. All right, so we'll let Fable run. I've almost run out of my Fable usage already, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. We're already at 46% after 1 day of like super light usage. Oh no, don't give me that. Bypass permissions, of course. I don't want to have to approve all this. All right, let's see what we're doing, what we're dealing with. So this is Ace. No, that's not Ace. That's Claude. This is Ace. And okay, let's do that. So it asks it twice. And then we're in. All right. So I've been using for Ace Bench recently. And we've basically been testing a couple of things. One of the main features we've added is you now get images here. So you can have GPT basically generate an image and it should pop up there. So let's try this right now. I'm just going to try every little feature that we've implemented and see if it works. Please generate an image of a cute cat. And so now hopefully what's going to happen is the preview page is going to autonomously pop up and show us the image right here of the cute cat. So Winnie is now typing. You can kind of see this helps you understand which agent is working. So super handy. Silly Led, how we doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, while that's going, let's just remove some of this stuff. This was regarding linking GitHub repo, change Ace ports, switched nicely, nice, cool. Merge to dev, yep, we're good there. App library with MCP, merge into dev. Oh yes, so we should also have MCPs now. So if you open this up, and then you check out this, boom, Context 7, Deep Wiki, GitHub. So yeah, we've got MCPs here, which we should probably test as well. And we should add additional. We have a bunch of new skills now. You got a bunch of Matt Pocock skills. You've got the superpowers skill now. We've got, what else we got? We got the caveman skill. We got the HeyGen, which is really good for obviously generating images. Yo! It generated the image of a cute ass cat. I can't remember if this was already open or not. Let me check the live stream real quick. This will help me understand if it was open. So I'm looking. I'm looking at the live stream and yes, it generated the image and opened it up for us. All right, that's dope. It would be cool for the AIs to give themselves profile pics. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty freaking cool. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I like that. I think we can, in the future, I think what we can implement is a few things where they implement, maybe like you have a few set AI agents that you constantly come back to. So you generate like 5 people's profile pics and then you're just using them over and over again for all the different projects. That could be cool. I created a promotion ready. I'm using the image generation skill. Save to team memory. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Save this result so Ace can use it as relevant context in future runs. Ooh, yo, man, my app is doing shit that I didn't even know. Yesterday you saw Cogni and realized it has massive local storage. How do you decide where the memory is retrieved? I mean, I guess right here. You can see right here, save to team memory. And I didn't make that decision. Fable 5 made that decision. Did you watch the live stream yesterday, Light Uncle? You were in there. You were kind of lurking a little bit though. You weren't as present. Let's see what Claude is saying. This is macOS keychain prompt for Chromium Electron safe storage key. Let me look at the workspace and your keychain to confirm what Ace Dev is and why it started prompting. Figured it out. It's your own app and it's harmless. Here's the full picture. What Ace Dev is. The dev channel build the Ace Electron app. This repo, the name is set in. The app is ad hoc signed. Code sign shows macOS grants keychain access based on the app's code signing identity, and an ad hoc signature gives the app no stable identity. Every rebuild is a different app. As far as the keychain is concerned, so it asks again, even always allow only sticks until the next time you rebuild acedev.app. What to do? It's safe to click always allow. Okay, so the issue I have here is I don't want users to have to come on Ace and have to press this confirm button every single time. That's not really great UX, is it? So can you find the local GitHub repo? It should be somewhere in this code base on this device. It's either called Duocode, it's either called Ace, or it's called multi-agent. It's one of those. And can we figure out how to potentially remove this or only ask once? Because I'm having to ask it every time I open up Ace Dev right now, and it's getting annoying. Got dinner now, I'll be back. All right, bet. So let's pump some of these. Let's pump some of these. Ace feedbacks. So we got one from Bimbe. I need to approve outside action, but I do not know where or how to. I don't either, bro. Let's figure this out together. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a slightly new setup. I'm gonna use GPT 5.6 to write the code, and then I'll use Fable 5 extra high effort to review the code. Dude, we've also running out of our Codex subscription. Only at 24%. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've run through 3 Codex weekly usages in just like 4 days. It's actually crazy how token hungry this thing is. Okay, let's chuck in this. Yeah, so I've noticed, and so has this user, that there's permissions and approvals required for outside actions like human gates. However, there's no actual way to approve them. So I think what needs to happen is a little notification bubble pops up where a user can just click approve or deny. And I think it should be either a big approve button or a small X button. And it pops up maybe as like an orange color, similar to when, and it pops up just like our other notifications. All right, I'll leave it at that. Ducan, how we doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Pretty big live stream yesterday, actually, because we figured out post hog, so we can look into that in a second. So I can now save this to team memory, which is kind of cool. But let's work on Ace. So I'm gonna get another agent in here, and I'm going to connect it like this. Maybe they'll collaborate. Actually, we could do delegate. Let's give it a go. We'll use Fable 5 here. We can use GPT 5.6 Sol. And let's just say, hey, please open up Ace Bench in preview. Let's see if this works, because last time it didn't work. Doing well as always, starting working on a game as my new project. Yo, let's go. I'd be keen to try it out, Ducan, when you're done with it. Give it a go. All right, now let's see if that actually works. What should happen is Fable 5 is now going to delegate to GPT, and then GPT should open it. It's unnecessary, but I'm just doing it just to, make sure that the delegation works. I should probably rename this to orchestrate. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit better of a name, but I don't know. work on that next time. All right, the next issue. Okay. To make strange command, Ace definitely helps improve AI capabilities. Nice. They are try to in Ace to make strange command. Ace definitely helps improve AI capabilities. That's nice. Give giants room to roam. This Codex error was blocked due to a security policy. I feel like our security guardrails are a little bit too strong right now, and we need to loosen them up a little bit because it's just hindering people from actually doing normal work. I think what we could do is in settings, we could have a toggle where it's, low security, medium security, high security. Similar to what we have inside of Claude and ChatGPT, where users can change the permission. It could be like ask for approval. One could be like high security. Another one could be like ask for approval. Another one could be like full access. That way, people themselves can decide what they want to do. Ask for, so it could be like, I guess the security doesn't matter in that sense. The security can stay. So what do these guys have? They have ask for approval, approve for me, full access. It could be like ask for approval, approve for me, unless super dangerous, and then full access. That way users can toggle the level of security that they want. And I think all security should be approval gated. So we shouldn't stop someone from doing something. We should just ask for approval. We have inside of Claude and ChatGPT where users can change permissions. It could be just two. Yeah, that's actually super fair. I feel like the approve for me is going to be a bit annoying. Yeah. All right, let's leave it at that. All right, we got that going. Next up, we have Claude verification authentication required, but Claude CLI is connected. I also reconnected Claude twice due to this error. Let's have a look. Just take screenshots of this. Issue with Claude CLI authentication. Please review. Maybe I should probably get Fable on this one because it's Claude related. By the way, it is really easy to get Ace's source code. Option Command I. Try it in Ace or view toggle developer tools. Option Command I. Oh, it says Satoshi. That's kind of cool. What am I looking at here? So you got like, honestly, I don't even know what I'm looking at. We can do security hardening, but I'll wait a little bit. Not saving. It's written the file. It's empty. Okay. Issue with the action save output, as it doesn't actually save the file. It's completely empty. Okay. What else we got here? We fixed that. What's going on here? The you can't seem to use the X button in the terminal. Works fine for me, but doesn't seem to be working for this user. I think this is a Windows problem. For Windows users, the ACE terminal does not seem to be closing when you press the cross button. I'm keen to check the analytics, to be honest. Whatever this is, this was regarding highlighting multiple ones. Yeah, fix that. This doesn't really make any sense, I guess. Okay. Ace Bench is running in preview. Again, didn't work. Preview did not open. So we need to figure out what happened here. So the preview option, please review it again, as it's still not working for me. We just got this long-ended line of code. It's kind of weird. We can't seem to get this one feature to work. It's really annoying. We got the images to work, but this is not working. Yo, did you fix the preview? Because it's still not working on my end. Ask Vince. That screenshot has two separate alarms in it. It says The agent says agent base is running at Lake or Hurst, while the doc still says no preview yet. It started a server by hand and pointed you at a URL instead of calling ACE preview, and it claims it repaired sabotage style corruption. Let's have a look. Yo, my computer sounds like a jet engine right now. This should not be allowed because how does that make any sense? All right, what's going on here? The loop step by step. A run hits a real move onto under a global key. No electron shell changes, so the fix ships as a normal PR to dev. Want me to implement the global fix? Yes. Even when I don't go on plan mode, it decides not to do actionable stuff. So we've got a few debugs for this. This is regarding extremely dumb. Okay. Bit of a more chill stream today, guys. Just trying to keep it low key. Man, we are so close to the 50K mark. Like, we are finally going to escape the 40,000 jail that I've been in, man. I cannot wait to hit 50K. Like, oh my God, we probably got to do a big celebration. I'm gonna do a fun stream when we hit 50K, cause bro, we've been in 40K for like that many freaking days now. Did Claude come back to me yet? Like, while that's going on, I kind of want to review if PostHog is doing its job. We're inside of Ace. There we go. Okay. Web analytics. So we got a lot of people coming from America. Accounts, a few people signing up. We haven't had too many payments though. Let's look at these some of these recordings. What's really neat about PostHog is you can literally see what people are doing on your website. People seem to be skipping that hero quite a lot. I'm wondering maybe it's not adding as much as I thought it would. He's gone onto the docs. And then he just left. Okay. If I can go into the chat. Where are my users coming from? Can you review the tracking links and let me know which tracking link is getting the most attention? They use the preview system at all. The dramatic sabotage style corruption report is fabricated. The agent never used this preview system at all. The dramatic sabotage report is fabricated. A structural gap made the lie easy. This incident exposed. Claiming a URL that Ace can't actually see running. Please continue. Would you start marketing an app that is unfinished and the UI may change? Yes, I would, because that you're going to get a ton of feedback straight away that's going to potentially alter how you develop that app. So yeah, I would. Like the MVP, what is the minimum viable product you can release? That's the goal. Okay, damn. So we got 30 page views from the live stream, 9 page views from the school. I wasn't expecting that. That is unexpected. And 6 page views from popular skills video. So now I know that my live streams is driving 3 times more traffic than school and 5 times more popular skills today, which is that video that I released. We only just added the tracking, so yeah, it's only for today, but still, that's huge. Super dope. I guess like sometimes you don't even know what to ask, hey? Successfully and is now serving an exact publish runtime commit. It's installed. Let me just make sure this is the right. Yep, dev. I'll take one final visual look at the relaunched app, then I'll hand it back. So this is. So now if we go inside of the replay tool setup guide, we should see Gemini CLI. It's checking. And I actually hate how this looks, by the way. It says I'm all set, but let me... Unavailable. So another thing I really don't like about this page is how AI generated and sloppy it looks. So let me just take a screenshot. Another thing I really don't like about specifically this onboarding screen is we're not using the logos for these agents. We already have them inside the app. We have the Claude logo, the Codex logo, the Grok logo, we've got Gemini logo, we've got Olama, we even have GitHub. So let's make sure we're using all those, the right logos instead of these placeholder texts. Also, I think these squares, they take up too much space. So now I have to scroll to see everything. We want to make it so that everything can fit inside of the one page, making it really easy to see everything in one go. If a model is connected, we don't need to mention the version and where it's detected at. It can just say connected. So that'll save up a lot of room. If it's unavailable, we can leave as is. But yeah, connected, we can definitely remove that extra text that we show below. Only thing is for Olama, one local model available. I think we can leave that. It's good for the user to know how many local models they have available. But everything else is just fluff that we can remove. And hopefully try and keep everything in the same view. All right, let's send this. The full suite is running in the background. This is regarding the Claude CLI. This is a local model. Also don't know the release date. I mean, you just release it when you think it's ready, bro. MVP, I'm a big advocate of just releasing an MVP, even if there's bugs on it and stuff, because that's going to motivate you to want to work faster because people are going to complain. And, you know, worst thing that's going to happen is 10 people are going to yell at you and then you're going to fix it. And then the remaining 90 people or however many join your app are going to be like, oh, cool, this is a nice app. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting the school to be bringing in so much traffic. That's kind of cool. What else could I do? They've got some stuff here. Run a funnel analysis, conversion and drop off across the pirate metrics. Check retention. How many users came back over the last 2 weeks? Find popular pages, your most visited pages and screens, where the traffic is coming from. Find recordings, filter replays by user or action, summarize sessions, what happened across recent replays, spot friction, rage clicks, dead clicks, and confusion. Watch error sessions. Find impactful errors, triage new issues, explain an error. This is cool. All right, let's do run a funnel analysis. Let's see if this actually tells me a little bit about where people are dropping off. I'll start by checking what events are available in your project to map them to the AARRR stages, okay? Whatever that means. AARRR. Meaning? AARRR is a popular growth marketing and product management framework developed by venture capitalist Dave McClure, often called Pirate Metrics because the acronym sounds like a pirate. Arr. It breaks down the customer journey into 5 essential measurable stages to track user behavior and drive sustainable business growth. First, you've got acquisition. Where are they coming from? Second, you've got activation. Do they have a great first experience? Third, you have retention. Do they come back? Fourth, you have referral. Do they like you enough to share? And then fifth, revenue. How do you monetize? Okay. Makes sense. Oh, that was quick. I can see several events that map well to AARRR. Here's how I'll map them. Created an insight. Acquisition, activation. So we have a 35% drop off from acquisition to activation. Retention goes from to 3 people returned and signed in. And then revenue, so this is wrong because people did purchase the app recently. Here's your retention, 0% revenue conversion in this window. What is our revenue conversion tied to? Because we did have a few paying customers in the last 24 hours. So leads me to believe that the revenue is off. You have access to Stripe with a read API. Can you review? Also for my app, the domain I want costs $200. Should I? Don't even know if people want/need it. I mean, look, it depends on you, bro. If you have money to spare and you really feel like this is what you're going to do long term, then buy it. Mine, build with ace.ai. .ai is an expensive domain. It's always going to be minimum $100. So build with ace.ai cost me like $100, but I was like, screw it, because this is the thing that I've been working on for a long time. I'm going to be continuing to work on this for ages. So yeah. There we go. So that should help. The funnel analysis showed zero revenue conversion over the last 30 days. Finding 1, why the funnel shows zero revenue. The funnel requires users to complete all 4 steps in strict sequence. Page view, sign up, started, user signed in, subscription started within the 30-day window. Your paying customers likely visited the site and signed up weeks or months ago, so they don't qualify. Okay. As a clean 4-step conversion in the window, the funnel is technically correct, but it's not the right shape for measuring revenue or existing users. Okay. This is likely data warehouse sync delay, not a data loss issue. Fix the funnel. Make page sign up started and user signed in optional steps in the funnel. Revenue source of truth. Consider using the Stripe table for MRR. Want me to fix the funnel with optional steps or build a proper revenue trend insight using the Stripe data? I think the funnel is actually okay then. So you're saying that we had 45 people come in and no one subscribed, which means there is an issue with the pages. No, it's all good. So you're saying that 45 people came to the website and 0 actually turned into paying customers. This leads me to believe that we have a really low conversion rate. Do you have any tips on how we can improve that? Yo, Mark, how we doing, bro? Bro, I'm going live right now. I've been waiting for you to finish your stream, but you've been live for 1 hour already. Much love. Thanks for inspiring me. Hey, let's go. Shout out Mark, man. Appreciate you, bro. How are your lives doing? You enjoying them? They're pretty fun, hey. Cloudflare seems like a good cost security balance. Yeah, Cloudflare is really good. Yeah, domains, buying the domain first is a good idea. Then it helps you come up with a name. For domains, I just look at a lot of places. Domains can be totally different from hosting. That's true. All right, let's see. The biggest leak, acquisition, activation, 78% drop off. Only 10 of 45 visitors started sign up. That's the #1 problem to fix. Everything downstream is irrelevant if you can't get people to take the first step. Things to investigate and try. Check what those 45 visitors actually did. Improve your value proposition clarity. If visitors can't immediately answer what does this do and why do I need it, they'll leave. Test clearer headlines and a stronger above the fold CTA. Reduce sign-up friction. Is sign-up gated behind too many fields, a credit card, or a confusing flow? The fewer steps to get aha, the better. Consider a one-click OAuth sign-up if you don't already have it. Check traffic quality. Are your 45 visitors the right people? Use UTM attribution to which sources are driving them. Low intent traffic will always convert poorly. Activation retention is also weak. Only 3 of 10 who started sign up return to sign in. That suggests users aren't finding enough value to come back. Define your activation event. Revenue conversion. The funnel showed 0 here, but we know from Stripe there are paying customers. The issue is the funnel structure, not necessarily the conversion path, that said. Making the upgrade path more obvious. Users shouldn't have to go looking for a paid plan. Surface it contextually when they hit a limit or complete a key action. Consider a trial or freemium model. Letting users experience real value before paying is one of the highest leverage levers for conversion. Okay. Quick wins to try this week. Watch 10 session recordings of visitors who didn't sign up. You'll spot patterns fast. Run a short survey. Postdog has surveys built in on your landing page asking what brought you here today. Understanding intent helps you match messaging. A/B test your sign up CTA using experiments. Even small copy or placement changes can make conversion meaningfully. Yo, A/B testing is interesting. So we could A/B test multiple different CTAs. So can we A/B test multiple different website layouts? Option 1, multivariate experiment recommended. When creating an experiment in Postdog, you can add multiple variants. No code web experiments. What you'd need on the code side. When creating an experiment in Postdog, you can add multiple variants beyond just control/test. For example, control, your current layout. Variant A, new layout with hero image plus single CTA. Variant B, new layout with video explainer. Variant C, minimal. Each variant gets a slice of your traffic. You control the split, and Postdog tracks which layouts drive the best conversion metric. In your case, sign up, started, or subscription started. That's huge. Dude, that's freaking huge, bro. So now we can work on 4 different variations of the website. A super basic one, the current one that we have. And yes, I've seen a reel about this, and it's mandatory. Dude, that's huge. That's freaking huge. I'm keen to get going on this one. All right, bet. Well, I'm not going to lie. I was actually just coming in here to do a quick live stream. So I actually have to be somewhere in like 30 minutes. So I'm probably going to wrap up the stream like now-ish. But yeah, I kind of just want to pop in, show face. I wasn't really planning on doing a big session today. I just wanted to say hi to y'all. Let y'all know I'm not slacking. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Bimbe, Dante, Decan. Thank you. Jose. This is probably the shortest live stream I've ever done. Even the live stream I did with my Wi-Fi breaking was longer than this. But yeah, appreciate y'all for saying hello, I guess. But I'm going to leave it here. I'll catch you guys all potentially tomorrow. Peace out. Check out Ace if you want to. Link in the description. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Peace out.